Money Radio, good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. It's time to talk real estate with Laura Bramnick from TalkRealEstateAZ.com. Hi, Laura.
Hi, Sinclair.
Good to see you.
It's great to be here.
TalkRealEstateAZ.com is your website.
Yes, it is.
And then people can go to the website and find all the contact information for you. And they can even listen to some of our interviews that we've done over the years.
Yeah, and the website's just been revised, and so it's a lot more user-friendly even than it was, a month ago.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Laura, by the way, is our real estate expert. She is an attorney specializing in real estate.
Correct.
And also a real estate agent.
Yes.
So you buy and sell real estate, representing buyers and sellers.
I do.
And you can also provide legal advice on those transactions.
Definitely.
Residential, commercial, and land transactions.
Yes.
You cover it all.
Cover it all.
And good background. Holds an active Arizona real estate license. You've been a real estate investor, worked in the mortgage industry, certified instructor with the Arizona Department of Real Estate. So you really know your stuff.
I hope so.
Well, I'm convinced.
Thank you.
480-624-2705 is the phone number for Laura. 480-624-2705. And that website is TalkRealEstateAZ.com. Laura, I heard something the other day, and I was talking with someone about boomerang buyers.
Okay.
People who have come back into the market after they lost a property. There are a lot of people who modified a mortgage.
Yes.
A lot of those people, or at least some of them, modified the first mortgage. And the second one kind of just didn't really get modified.
Yeah, it's not unusual for people to have modified the first because they want to stay in the home. The second kind of stopped contacting them, and so many years have passed that many people think, oh, it's just gone away. I don't have to worry about it.
Well, isn't there a statute of limitations, though?
There's a statute of limitations. It's 6 years from the date of default. So for many people, that 6 years has passed, which means the second mortgage lender cannot sue them for any money. Now, in Arizona, that may have been protected by anti-deficiency, but a lot of second mortgages were not. So until the statute of limitations expires, the lender could have sued. Now that it has expired, the lender cannot sue, but there's another issue that people don't think about.
And the lender may not have done that because the property was underwater.
Right.
There really wasn't anything to do.
Right, but when you get a mortgage, whether it's a first or a second, and this includes HELOCs, home equity lines, you sign two main documents, promissory note and a deed of trust. Now, the deed of trust means that you're putting the property up as collateral for the loan. And so even though the lender can't sue you for the money, they can exercise their lien rights.
So they can have a lien on it.
They have a lien, which is a cloud on the title, so
Sure.
you can't really sell it and give good title without having the lender remove the lien. But what is it going to cost to have the lender remove the lien?
Well, what about the statute of limitations?
Well, that means they can't sue you, but it does mean that they can foreclose on your property.
They could still have a lien
Yeah.
on the property even though the statute of limitations has come and gone.
Yes, because the statute of limitations deals with the contract, the breach of contract, and the lien, and that is why they have a lien. You know,
This is tricky, isn't it?
it's pretty tricky because a lot of people don't realize how much power that gives that lender. And we've dealt with liens with HOAs as well. And most people can understand it better if they think of their car. Because when you have a loan, it's on your car title,
Right.
that there's a lien by your lender. And so if you don't pay, they can take your car back.
Right.
And this is the same type of situation. If you don't pay and the statute of limitations has run, your lender can then exercise their lien rights.
And for a lot of people, now that the statute of limitations is running out, the property may have regained enough value to where they're just getting out from underwater, from negative equity. Maybe they're thinking, finally I can sell the property and move on somewhere.
Right. And have a
Yeah.
little money for a down payment on another property.
But it might not work out that way.
The good news is that if you contact the second lender, or if they contact you, many times they will accept a pretty reasonable settlement, so you won't have to pay back the entire amount.
Okay.
And cash is king in this type of negotiation, meaning they'll, cash in hand now is worth more than payments over time,
Bird in the hand.
especially because you didn't pay per your original agreement. And so it's my recommendation, if they will settle for a reasonable amount, that it's a good idea if you can figure out how, if you have the money or figure out how to borrow the money, to negotiate with them. The other thing is time many times is on your side, meaning that maybe they won't accept it this month, but they might accept it next month or the month after.
Well, I can think that there are probably quite a few people out there that this might apply to. And maybe they're at that point where they're thinking, now I can finally move on from this property.
Right.
They've been kind of locked in for a while.
Yeah.
Now they're thinking, maybe I can move along, but there might still be a lien there. The good news is it can be negotiated. And I guess the other good news is that you can help. It's not something someone should do on their own.
No, many times the original lender has sold it at a discount, so it's ripe for negotiation. Also, a lien cannot be discharged in bankruptcy. That's another important point.
So you gotta deal with it.
Got to deal with it.
And Laura can help. She can help with the sale of the property, she can help with the negotiation, and it's just kind of a strange situation.
Yeah, it can be very frustrating,
Statute of limitations is up, but the lien remains.
but the lien remains.
Oh, Laura, this is a good one. Laura Bramnick, TalkRealEstateAZ.com. TalkRealEstateAZ.com. That's the website. The phone number, 480-624-2705. 480-624-2705. And Laura does answer her own phone.
Yes, I do.
Thank you so much, Laura.
Thank you, Sinclair.